Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. A brand spanking new guitar has just arrived at Jimmy Towers, and I thought I would try a new type of video that I haven't done before, which is an unboxing and a first impression. It's just a short little kind of candid video. Let me know what you think. If you like this style of video and you'd like to see more of it, by all means I can do more of these, so do let me know in the comments. Anyway, it's new guitar day, the best day of the week. So let's break out the scissors and see what we've got. So you probably already know what this is because you've seen the thumbnail for the video. So I'm not going to act like it's some giant mystery. Pretty small box, I must say. Once again, nobody has asked me or paid me to do a video on this guitar. This is strictly my own content. Okay, we've got the usual packaging. So this is an ESP LTD guitar. This is an Indonesian-made instrument. Not really anything in the way of case candy, apart from like some of the cheapest Allen keys I think I've ever seen in my life. But there we go. This guitar is semi-affordable, I would say. It's like on the kind of just above like mid-range. This guitar retails for just over 800 quid now. It's a model that's been out a little while. 2 years, so the price of it has actually come down. I think it was just over £1,000 this when it first came out. And part of the reason I wanted to do kind of my first sort of unboxing video with this guitar is this is a type of guitar I have never had on the channel before. So this is a single cut. Never reviewed a single cut on the channel, believe it or not. So let's see what we got. Oh, I can see the color already. It's always exciting getting a guitar with a burl top because like top burl tops, just in general, they will vary. So you never quite know what you're gonna get. But the headstock looks great. Check it out. Oh yeah, that top is really nice. Really nice. So this is a ESP LTD EC1000 in blue fade, which is like a real Caribbean kind of beach looking finish. This is like a trend at the moment, isn't it? Like I've seen a couple of guitars now with a finish where it's like a kind of like tropical beach resort type thing, like Ibanez do some, don't they? But first impressions, this thing looks stunning. I mean, like I said, this is 849 quid. I'd say it looks a great deal more than that, especially if you don't know a lot about guitars. You probably think this would cost a lot more. So whenever I get a new guitar and I pull it out of the box, the first thing I do is just generally assess its quality. So I'll run my fingers up and down the fretboard. I'll see if I can feel for any nasty sharp edges or imperfections, and I don't feel any. These are stainless steel frets. They look really nice. They look really polished. They're not rough at all. The last guitar I reviewed was the Harley Benton Fusion 3, which I thought was phenomenal for the money, but those of you who've seen that video will know that the frets were like sandpaper. Because they were stainless steel frets, but they're obviously like cheap stainless steel frets. These feel really nice actually. Not rough at all. Let's take a look at the nut. It's not the cleanest nut installation I've seen. There's a little bit of a gap on the treble side. It's okay. Yeah, looks good. I've got a horrible feeling this is a plastic nut, you know. Plastic nut on an EC1000 Deluxe. Ooh. I will double check that in a minute. It looks like a plastic nut. Like it feels like a plastic nut. Other than that, looks good. I see no major damage or imperfections in the paint. Lock-in machine heads, I did not know this came with lock-in machine heads. That's a really nice touch. They're LTD branded lock-in machine heads. Now, another reason I'm super excited about this guitar is the pickups. This is the Sentient and Pegasus Seymour Duncan set. I've never played through these pickups. I've played through Sentient and Nazgul, which I really liked. So I've really been looking forward to playing through this. I'm not much of like a Les Paul single cut guy, and when the full in-depth review of this video comes out, I'll kind of go into why in that video. I'm just seeing some like tiny, very, very small imperfections in the binding. Like when you're buying kind of like mass produced under like £1,000, the attention to detail that you would get above that price point, and certainly, you know, custom shop level, is not going to be there. I am seeing just like a couple of minor things visually, but overall first impressions really positive, really positive. The finish is fantastic. Feels nice, frets all good. What I tend to do when I got a brand new guitar and I plug it in for the first time at home is I try and plug it into a sound that I'm really familiar with. Like, you know, because my ear is so used to what that sounds like. So I think by playing it through something, the most familiar kind of sound you've got, anything you like or dislike, it's going to be like easier to assess the tone of a guitar if you're playing it through a sound you're like really familiar with. So I'm just running through my little Headrush unit that I've used for years for recording. Give it a quick tune. It's a neck pickup. Nice. Factory setup is okay. Action is on the high side. Let's check the intonation. Intonation is miles off, but never mind. I'll adjust that in a minute. Whenever I get a new guitar, I always adjust the intonation and the action. It's like one of the first things I do is check the intonation. Nice, really nice. I think we have coil splits. We've got 3 control knobs, which is 2 too many, but yeah. Nice. Let's go distorted. Really smooth, like that classic Seymour Duncan thing of just like. Yeah, these feel like a really balanced set of pickups. Like, just our first impressions, like, there's no kind of overly pushed frequencies, like, like I said, the price of these has come down. They're about $840 now, whereas when they first came out, they were well over $1,000. So I'm always on the lookout for value for money, like bang for buck guitars to review for the channel and hopefully make you guys aware of. So yeah, what do you think? I mean, it looks the part, right? Keep your eyes peeled for the full in-depth review that's going to be coming of this guitar on the channel. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.